Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we connect together to look forward and listen to your queries and help you assist, respond to your queries as much as possible. The overall intention is to make sure that we build up a community where we can help you. We can, give you all that knowledge what you may need in order to be a better tester yourself. And it is more about giving you a platform where you can always come back and ask your questions. The most important thing here is to make sure we are looking forward to have a great interaction, a great community where we certainly love to answer your queries because there are a lot of people who have certain questions and we certainly do not have anything specific to get the responses to it. And this is where I initiated this call, and every Saturday we connect together to listen to our audience and listen to their queries, listen to their concerns, listen to their any kind of suggestions, feedbacks, which can help us to build up a great session altogether. And there are many listeners who just joined this session only from the perspective of listening to the conversation, trying to learn from different people's question, and we are certainly trying to entertain everyone here in terms of giving the necessary knowledge, necessary inputs, what they might be interested in at any point of time. So, kicking off with today's live session too, and you know, very first thing which I want to talk about is, of course, our manual testing bootcamp progress. And as a part of this manual testing bootcamp, we have been delivering a lot of great tutorials coming up, and we should be happy enough to say that people are certainly gaining a lot of knowledge. And especially this tutorial was created for people who were from non-IT domain and looking forward to migrate, move into software testing, and want to understand and build their career ahead. So these tutorials are pretty much helpful for them in terms of understanding the concepts of testing, understanding what exactly it takes to become a QA engineer, and thought of building up that community there and helping them to understand. Another thing, great news is we just recently hit 1,000 subscriber on our the other channel called as Technical Vocabulary, and I would like to thank all our viewers there because, of course, I can understand not all the viewers from our channel here, right, is a part of it. So we want to just highlight that there's another channel which I have called as Technical Vocabulary, and there we hit 1,000 subscriber, and we are really really thankful to all the viewers who have been a part of it, right? So thank you so much for showing your love and support there as well. We look forward to give you better and more knowledge from time to time, and we are looking forward to uh, further listen to your queries, and we are back again here. So go ahead and just drop me whatever questions you may have. I'm here again to listen to you, respond to you, assist you with all that queries what you may have, and I would be more than happy to respond them. So go ahead, team, and just feel free to drop your queries and concerns whatsoever you may have, be it about certifications, be it about concepts of testing, be it about building up your career in QA and proceeding ahead with your profile. It's more about giving you all that understanding what you may need at any point of time to gain the pretty much detail what you really need, right? So even you can come up with your suggestions, you can come up with your recommendation. What would you like to see as a part of our channel? And we will be more than happy to accommodate that and see if it is feasible enough. We will try creating those playlists and videos to give you better assistance at any point of time. So we are looking forward to listening to the queries for today. And right now, I don't think there's any queries listed up. We are looking forward to see what best we can have. So yeah, let's give them some time, and we're just getting started. So looking forward to your queries and concern if you may have. Meanwhile, filling the gap, technical vocabulary is our another channel, and there we cater, you know, the needs of the definition and glossary. So I speak about a lot of key definitions, their meaning, their example, in a very short video, kind of like just 3 to 4 minutes of videos maximum, and we keep it to the point in terms of like what's the definition of it, what's the meaning of it, and what's the example of it, which is being liked by a lot of people across the globe again. And certainly the number says that. I started it kind of like 6 months back, and we just wanted to cater one of the requests from several members which we got, that hey, can you just build up some definitions which would be a quick guide for us, and thought of putting it across in a different channel altogether so that people can be concentrating on any particular channel from a particular perspective. You should be happy enough to know that we have different set of audience on our different channels, including TM Square, Testing in Nutshell, and Technical Vocabulary. So people who are interested to quickly know some definitions, they just go to that channel and play all the videos there, and they pretty much get a great knowledge that what exactly each terminology is all about. Similarly, when we talk about the Testing in Nutshell, it gives you all the information about what is testing, what is automation all about, how tools can be helpful, and a lot many other things, right? So it certainly gives a great understanding from different perspective. So yeah, we are happy enough to share that we have great content to support you and help you with understanding the testing all about. So looking forward to more and more concerns, and if you have any questions, just feel free to drop that. We'll be very much interested to respond back to you. I think the very first comment of the day is coming in, and it's Nandini. Nandini says, if we invest 2 hours weekly in studying, within how many days can I complete studying ISTQB syllabus for foundation level? Okay, if you're investing 2 hours per day, I think you should take maximum of 10 days to prepare well for the certification, right? And it does not really mean how that 2 hours will be utilized, because sometime when you learn things, you may have to revisit the concepts again and again just to get a better clarity. So I'm not just fixing a number here that 10 days is a rigid number that you would need to prepare. It certainly goes on your understanding how fast you grasp the thing, or how much time do you take to clarify with certain concepts, and that makes more sense here, right? So it's up to you to take some time and understand, but on an average, if you say 2 hours when you invest and you learn that concept immediately, then ten days would be more than enough to prepare well. But post that, I want you to go through some sample questions also. We have a playlist on the channel where we talk about 120 sample questions with explanation that why, what is the right answer, and what exactly is the right way to answer this such type of questions. So you can always look forward to go through that playlist as well, which would maybe take another 3 to 4 days of time, because 120 questions and with explanation, understanding that would be very crucial. So yes, I think the ideal timeline would be 15 days to cover up everything and be exam ready. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, and is there anything else, just let me know. I would be more than happy to respond to back. Yassine, go ahead and drop me your questions whatsoever you may have, and we are looking forward to assist you with the best knowledge what you can really have at any point of time. And do not hesitate. Any question is crucial, be it about a simple concept, be it about a complicated one. But yes, your question is important to me. So do not hesitate. Do not think about anything else. Just feel free to drop your concern, and I would be more than happy to talk about it. All right, Nandini says, thank you. You're welcome. And all the best for your preparation. So this live session is completely dedicated for Q&A. We do not have anything specific as an agenda to talk about during our live session. It's just that we have some simple minor updates. The one which I gave you is our other channel has just hit 1,000 subscriber yesterday night, and it was really a good moment to share with all of you. We look forward certainly to great questions coming up as a part of today's session as well. But I'm just here to respond to your queries If we have questions, we'll love to answer. If we don't have questions, I'll wait for the questions. This 1 hour from my schedule is completely dedicated to all our audience, and we look forward to listen from them and respond back. So go ahead. If you have questions, just drop it, and I'll be responding back to you. Okay, the another one is coming from Dashwanath. Dashwanath says, "Hi sir, can you please share the preparation strategy for test manager certification?" Yeah, that's something which is going to be very unique and very interesting when you talk about test manager. It requires you to be a test manager in order to get certified. Okay, so it's not a kind of syllabus. It's not a kind of concept which you should be learning or understanding. It's more about behaving, the mind mapping of a person to the test manager level. You have to start thinking from the perspective that what a test manager would do if we have certain scenarios, and the examination would also do that. So when you read any particular topic during your preparation, be it about the chapter 1 that is talking about the test process, different phases, different activities in these phases, if you talk about the test estimation, test planning, risk based testing, whatsoever where you are looking at, it is more important to think like a test manager. Don't learn it like a definition, don't learn it like a concept which they are trying to explain. Learn it like the cross question, that if I'm a manager and if something similar comes up, then what should I be doing there? What are the key ways to handle it? For example, managing non-functional testing, you pretty much know that non-functional testings are performed after system testing, but is that necessary that a non-functional tester should be available much earlier in the life cycle to review the requirements, ask the questions to the BA, and get it clarified much earlier in the life cycle, right? So you understand the need of a non-functional team to be available and helping you to understand and raise your concerns about non-functional requirements. And it's not necessary that complete testing of non-functionality happens post system testing only. You do understand that the non-functional, some of the key parameters, some of the key executions can actually begin right at the unit level as well. So what this is what one of the example is, that when you're learning any topic, think from a manager perspective, that if you are the manager and you are given with this particular scenario, how to tackle that, how to define a process, how to define the monitoring and controlling steps, taking necessary control actions is another aspect, uh, monitoring ongoing progress. So putting it all together, a test manager certification preparation is not mere related to syllabus. It is equally important that you do your mind mapping to think and behave like a test manager, right? Always from a decision maker. So far, as a test engineer, you would have been taking the inputs and performing the task. But given that you are looking forward to become a test manager, you should start thinking like a test decision maker, right? So that's more important. And that would be helping you to deal with the examination and succeed. Okay. So go ahead and look into the content from similar perspective, and that would help you to prepare well for your certification, right? So all the very best, Dashwant, and do let me know if you have any other questions. I would be more than happy to respond it. Okay, we have another one. Dinesh. Dinesh says, "What is weightage of box testing questions with respect to certification? Which box? White box, black box?" Okay, by the time you respond back, let me tell you, when it comes to techniques, you have 11 questions in the techniques. That is one from the categorization of the techniques and 10 from 10 different techniques. So each technique carries one question. And black box have 5 techniques, so you'll have 5 questions. White box have topics, so you'll have 2 questions. So that's the breakup. Yeah, so white box will have just 2 questions in the examination. So two, and that to like K2 level, theoretical. There's no practical or kind of calculation based questions involved. The topic is marked with K2. You just have to understand. Okay, this one says, "Thank you. You're welcome." Go ahead, team. If you got any more questions, feel free to keep dropping them. I'm always happy to, look forward to your queries and respond them back. This exclusive live session is only to interact with you, listen to you, and respond back to your queries and help you understand. So it's really great that we have an opportunity where we can listen to you and help you understand the concepts much better. So don't hesitate. It's all about getting your queries resolved here, and we are certainly happy to give you as much knowledge as possible. All right. So Nandini has another question. Says, what are the certifications to progress further in manual testing? There are a whole bunch of application certifications which we have, which is applicable to manual testers or manual testing concepts. Number one thing is, of course, post foundation, you can look forward to have Agile certification. That is, we do have Agile tester extension, but this is not from CSM perspective that you're looking forward to learn Scrum Master concepts and get certified. The most important thing here would be to uh, understand what a tester's role will be in Agile and how do they contribute, how do they participate in Agile methodology as a tester, what is your skill set, what is your role. On the other hand, you do have bunch of specialist certifications. If in case you are into a particular domain, then you pretty much know that, for example, you can be a mobile tester, you could be a performance tester, you could be a security tester, you could be a usability tester, acceptance tester. So you have specialized set of certifications available, and you can always see the whole list of certifications on ISTQB.org, and that would give you the list of all the certifications which you have. So the most important thing here would be, if anything finds relevant to your profile, you can always take it up, and these are the various options which you can take up as next after foundation. So be it agile, be it specialization, you can take any of these certifications. In case you already have some 5 to 6 years of experience, you can even target test analyst, which is an advanced level certification, as your next certification too, right? So it would add a lot of values from the overall perspective. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Nandini. And if you have anything else, just keep dropping your questions. I'll pick them up one after the other. Suhas says, hi, very good evening, Suhas. How to prepare for BBA and EP? How to prepare for BBA and EP? Again, I think I have a very clear fundamental here. The fundamental is that the better you are clear with the technique, how to apply the technique on a particular scenario, that is all you need to be confident to answer any question. If you are thinking that the more we have the sample questions, it will give us better confidence, uh, to a certain extent, I disagree with that, because different sample questions can have no limit. If you go on solving 50 questions, 100 questions, you will always have the 101st question, which would be different, right? So the most important thing here would be that understand the concepts of the technique, that what is equivalence partition, how do we create the table out of it, what are the ranges, how do we identify the ranges in a given scenario, and we just take one test per partition. Then identify what is the valid partition, what is invalid partition, what are the trickiness of the question, that would be more important, which you can get from my sample videos, right? Sample question videos, which will give you a great insight that what kind of questions can be asked to you in the examination, right? So go through that. Similarly for the EP and BVA, right? The BVA also the similar pattern. Understand the concept of the technique. This is not limited to certification. It is more about how to apply these concepts back into your industry. If you say that you are ISTQB certified and one of the team members says, hey, can you apply EP and show me? Then you won't go for sample questions, right? You can't say that, okay, give me a sample question, I'll solve and show you. No. You will explain them the concept of what exactly equivalence partition is, why do we do that, what's the difference between EP and BVA, and represent that. represent yourself that you have the understanding of it. So that is more important. If you have a clarity on that, let the question be anything. You know how to come to conclusion, right? So this is the best way, what I would suggest to go with, and be confident with your responses, right? So ask, let me know if you have anything else to talk about, and if that answers your questions, then that's good. Okay, we have Ram Babu saying, any tips for ISTQB test manager exam success? I mean, preparation priority. I think I was just trying to answer someone on the call again, similar, exactly same thing. The most important thing here is that is you should have the mindset of a test manager, thinking from a decision maker perspective, that how do we plan certain events, how do we take decisions on certain activities, how do we control a deviating plan, and how do you monitor on the ongoing progress. So it's all about revolving about all that, right? First is planning, then monitoring that plan, taking necessary control actions, and decision making at any point of time. If you have this into your psychology, then it will become much simpler and easier to understand any scenario or understand any concept, that why are we talking about it. So the more you do your mind mapping towards a test manager, it will be more convenient to answer any questions or even preparing from the concepts. So before you start reading the content or before you start listening to the videos, make sure that you have set up your mind in terms of understanding that what exactly it takes to be a test manager. The better you know it, the better you will be confident about the contents which you will be going through, right? So I hope that makes sense, Ram Babu. Do you have anything else? Just let me know. I'm here to help you and answer them. Okay, Dheeraj says, could you explain about how many questions from each topic? Each topic it would be difficult. I'm not so sharp on my memory, but I can tell you from the chapter wise. First chapter has 8 questions. Chapter two, which is test levels, etc., is having 5 questions. Chapter three has 5 questions again, and chapter four has 11 questions. Chapter five has 9 questions, right? And chapter six has 2 questions. So this is the question distribution. But everything, all the chapters are important. It does not mean that chapter 6 can be optional at any point. No. The reason is they just combine things from different chapters. So going through the entire content, going through the entire syllabus is very important. But yeah, just for, as you asked me about, just for your reference, this is what we call it out as the marks distribution across the chapters. I hope that answers your question, Dheeraj. Let me know if you have anything else. Okay, I think I've covered up all the questions so far. Just go ahead, let me know if you have any other questions. Okay, Dheeraj says thank you. Suhas says thank you. Rambabu says thank you for your effort. Thank you all. It's all my job here when we connect here on the live session. This live session is all about listening to you, responding back to you, helping you understand the context. So it's all my pleasure that I could help you today. And we look forward to help you continuously in future as well. Don't forget, this is for everyone. Every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., I connect live just to listen to your queries and respond back to you. So, in case you don't have questions today, in case you think when to ask you next question or next time when can we catch up, is every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I just come live for an hour only to answer the questions. So, feel free to be a part of it, at least to just listen or ask your questions, and I would be more than happy to assist you. Additionally, don't forget to drop a thumbs up on this video. The reason is we want to let YouTube know that this is a live session which is answering a lot of QA people questions and helping them build a better understanding. And your like can certainly contribute, let YouTube know that this is a live session, right? Other than that, we had no criterias. Anybody can just hop in and ask me a question here, be it a subscriber, be it a non-subscriber. We just help everyone here. So subscribing to the channel is not a criteria as such, though it is optional. You can always subscribe and keep yourself counted on. But the point is, we are mainly interested to help QAs to build better understanding. So we never ask you or never beg you, like other YouTubers, that please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. I never say that. None of my videos would say you that feeling, not at all, because we are technical guys and we have some kind of professional ethics, and we don't do that. So, but still, I'm happy that a lot of people have subscribed to our channel, and it's really great to see the love and care from them. Thank you. So the next one is coming in from Pawan. Pawan says, "Hi sir, how are you? I'm doing fantastic, Pawan. Hope you're doing good as well. Hope you are doing good. And please tell us something about your current work." Oh, that's an interesting question. Number one thing is I recently quit my desk job. So I was working as a senior technical lead in Salesforce testing, and kind of like operating as a project manager. And it's just been a week. I completed my last working day just a week ago and have started full time as a freelance consultant. And I'll be doing a lot of service to the community of QA, helping them to learn the concepts, training professionals, and building my own softwares. So a lot of things are in pipeline, but currently I'm a kind of only dedicated to this brand called as TM Square, and I'm happy to serve people and help them learn the concepts. So yes, just a week ago I completed my on desk job, and I'm no longer kind of jumping back to any desk job. So I will continue to be a freelance consultant and be an instructor for full time, and delivering a lot of sessions and delivering a lot of corporate trainings across the world. I just have a lot to do. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for asking that. You can always reach out to me on my LinkedIn profile if you would like to follow and would like to see more about my past career, or kind of what I'm into and what I've been doing. It's always great for people to certainly look into the details. So I would like to share that here. Any one of you. But yeah, this is not something I'm doing for the first time. All my videos in the description, it has my LinkedIn address. But it's just that not everyone generally jumps onto the description unless you say there is a link in the description, right? Nobody goes there. So you are free enough to stay connected, and I would like to have good network always. Mayur says, "Hi Neeraj, where can I practice for Agile extension?" Unfortunately, again, I'm kind of revamping my internal team to work on, and myself, I'm reviewing all the questions to build up a page where you can find more questions. But unfortunately, as on today, we have only one sample paper available online, which is ISTQB.org official website. If you go to Agile Tester extension, you would find a sample question there, and that paper is the only one which you can practice. Other than that, none of the resources are reliable. In fact, you won't find more sample papers available on internet, and that could be just the same paper being passed on different blog spots. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I would be more than happy to respond back to you. Pawan says, "Nice to know that. Is there any platform where we can search freelance work or any opportunity?" Yeah, I think there are two platforms which I know which give you genuine work as a freelance. Number one is the freelancer.com. You can go to freelancer.com, and second is Upwork. Okay, Upwork, Upwork, and Upwork is another option which you can pretty much get a lot of freelance work. So go ahead and you can create your profile there, put up your assets, put up your skills, and you can get great opportunities from there. So look forward to find some good opportunities there. You can always work on those platforms. Tran is here. Tran says, "Hi, sir. Very good evening, Tran. I hope you're doing well. Long time. How's it going?" Go ahead, team. I think I'm pretty much caught up with all the questions mentioned here. If you got one, do not hesitate. I would be more than happy to respond to you, no matter what your question is about, be it about testing, be it about certification, be it about the career path as a QA, what is the future of testing, anything, whatever you may have. Or even if you have suggestions, recommendation, or any kind of input for making this channel more better for you, just feel free to let me know that as well. I would be more than happy to accept it. In fact, look into that if we can do something better for you. But yeah, on the same note, what Mayur was trying to ask, we have kind of discontinued in between. We started, but due to commitments, due to a lot of work pressure, I could not resume that. And just happy to say that I'm resuming my work on the sample paper creation, because a sample paper has to be as per the syllabus, and there are no reliable sources available in the market. Okay, none of the websites have valid set of questions according to the syllabus and examination. So we are working again on it, and maybe another few weeks you will have a portal up and running, which would help you to do a lot of practice tests. And we don't want to copy paste the questions from anywhere and put it there. My way of teaching, pretty much people like it because I have detailed approach. And second important thing is, I want to give you all that information when you take up a sample test there. Number one is what the right answer is, and that should make sense. So there is a justification for each question. So we would be, giving you that level of detail when you take up a sample test on the portal, right? So we'll be building up that, and I would be really happy to let you know about this, right? So we'll be posting the update pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Okay, Pawan says thanks. Tran says, yeah, I'll have a ISTQB mobile testing examination next Saturday. This is gonna be my last certification in specialist section before I jump into advanced when I meet the conditions. Congratulations, going a lot of certifications on the way. And this is really good to see that you have taken a lot of certifications back to back. And we are happy to know that you have succeeded in your first go. And the next one is your mobile certifications. So all the very best for your certification. And do let me know you have week time. If you think there's anything we can do to help you in the preparation, I would be more than happy to do that. So just go ahead and keep letting me know. Even you can drop your comments offline on any of the videos, and I would look forward to assist you with that. Otherwise, all the very best for your examination, and I'm sure, pretty much sure, that you would succeed, right? So that's great to know. Thank you for letting us know about your plan. So go ahead, team. Keep dropping your questions whatsoever you may have. We are here in this live session only to listen to you, only to support you, only to suggest you with the right responses and guide you well to be a better tester tomorrow. So the most important thing is, all you have to tell me is what is your concern, what is your question, and I'm looking forward to just respond back to you with the best answer possible. All right, Nandini is back again. Says, where can I learn more about in detail concepts of web testing and new methodology in web testing? Um, I'm not sure if there's anything specific about that. You can probably search on internet. Maybe you can even try, Udemy. I know you must be knowing these platforms, that YouTube and Udemy are two platforms where you can search courses. But I'm not pretty much sure on who is developing some great content on web testing. But of course, if it is specific to tool, right? For example, you're talking about web-based application testing using Selenium, then you can certainly go ahead and take up some learnings on those tools, and which would be great added advantage. So we do have another, one of my friends' channel called as Automation Step by Step, and this guy is equally just like me, who talks very detailed way, and certainly gives you all the understanding what you may need without any kind of compromise. So you can look forward to explore this channel called as Automation Step by Step, and see if you can find some great tutorials there which can help your need, right? And yeah, all the very best in exploring some of the things about the web testing there. But yeah, it is from the tool perspective, okay? So there we will be talking about what exactly web testing is all about and how does it work. Tran says, which is the best one you will refer to me? Advanced Test Manager or Advanced Test Analyst, and why? So, number one thing, again, depending on your experience, I would suggest you to go with Test Analyst. The reason is, it's not that Test Manager will be difficult, it's more that going in the flow. You don't become a vice president directly from a junior engineer, right? There is a pathway that you slowly gain understanding of what you do, then you become slightly more advanced in your work, then you become master of your work, then you start defining work for other people, guiding them, improvising them, etc. Then you start guiding a whole project, becoming a project manager, and then you start guiding multiple projects, or at organization level taking decisions on what should happen in which project. So from that point of understanding, I suggest you go with the test analyst first and then go with the test manager. Because given that you are just getting started with a lot of understanding and prerequisites fulfillment equally, right? So I would still suggest you that you learn the concepts in a way that you can roll it back to the any other, organization or any testing team, which would be very, very, very helpful for your, profile to become more bold and confident. Okay. So you can always look for getting started with test analyst, which will give you a great understanding of what exactly happens at the leadership, and then get into the test manager, which would be more of decision maker. Okay, let me see the next one here. Prema says, "Hi sir, good evening, very good evening. I couldn't thank you enough. Because of you, I cleared my ISTQB Foundation legal exam. Thanks a ton, sir." It's really a great pleasure for us, Prema, and thank you so much for taking some time out and being a part of this live session to let us know about your results. It certainly makes a lot of difference to me and our audience that this channel is really helpful when they invest some time there. Not everyone really prefers to invest their time and waste it, right? But people like you, when they come back and let us know about your results, it certainly creates kind of encouragement within our audience and other members who are looking forward to invest their precious time learning the concepts and building up more and more uh, kind of understanding that yes, this content could be helpful and I can rely on this content to get success in my certification. So congratulations first of all, Prema, and thank you so much for taking some time out and letting us know about your result. It certainly means encouragement or inspiration to a lot of our audience, and certainly keeps me boosted up that okay, what I did is working out. The content which I prepared for people to succeed in the certification is pretty much doing that job, right? Which is very important for a creator to know that how exactly things are happening in reality. And you, because of your comments, because of your feedback, because of your joining back here and letting us know about your result, it gives us great understanding that okay, the objective is fulfilled. We did not just create some dummy content, we created something understanding your mindset, understanding the expectation of audience, and helping them to succeed. So thank you so much for letting us know about it, and I wish you very all the best in near future endeavors, and we'll wish you great luck that you go ahead and explore more, right? So thank you so much for that, and all the very best for your future. Dinesh says, I'd been through one of your previous sessions when you had just started. I think in second one, you had told to launch web portal where we can practice and explore concepts. Please provide the link. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Dinesh. We tried doing it long back, but for some reason we could not continue due to the commitment and the work pressure which I had. Because people can create the examination papers, I have to review it because I'm the person who knows what exactly the examination should be all about. So I was committed and did not have enough time to go through that. So we are just resuming that work now, and another maybe a week or two, you should have that portal up and running with whatever we have, and we can continue working on building up more and more sample papers there. Okay, so currently the link is not active. Okay, Mayur says, what new or latest technology we should learn as web automation tester to get maximum hike? Um, the latest technologies, what you can start looking at is number one, I think I would suggest Salesforce because I come from that background. Okay, just kidding. The point is, I have been into Salesforce and I know that how Salesforce is trending and how we are heavily recruiting, right, in Salesforce. And I started with this organization, my last organization, where we had hardly 55 to 60 people when I joined a year back. And trust me or not, I think every week I used to conduct 4 to 5 interviews. 4 to 5 interviews. That means daily one interview was there for sure. And we were trying to shortlist a lot of automation engineers and build them to be a part of the overall what do you say, the Salesforce community. And trust me or not, we have hired a lot of people, and today that team, the Salesforce practice team, is 500 from 55. So you can understand it's a huge industry which is growing. Companies are looking forward to such platform and platform specific testers. So instead of being an independent, like any particular generic automation tester, I would suggest you start thinking about something like Azure, or you start thinking about Salesforce, or think about any cloud specific platforms, because the world is moving towards that. And the most important recommendation would be uh, the AWS or Azure or Salesforce on first priority, because that's a fast growing industry, and a lot of organizations are looking for Salesforce tester. And here you are just not a tester, you just know equally like a developer that what is Salesforce all about in order to test it. So that's where you make your profile more critical and make your profile more different from an ordinary tester. So I would suggest you that go ahead and start exploring Salesforce, and it's easy to understand. It's not something which is difficult, and very simple, very easy, but very demanding. So that would help you to build a great future ahead. Tran says, do you ever met someone they got ISTQB expert? Or do you ever? Okay. Yes, of course. I have people in my connections who have been through the expert certification. In fact, I'm the next one whom you're looking at, but again, just I'm not having enough time to, prepare well. So I'm targeting for this year to get expert level certified, just to add it on my wall back there. And the most important thing is the moment you get certified with expert level, a lot of organizations start looking at you with a kind of, process improver, or from a point of like being a organization level consultant and lot many other things. So yeah, where there are very less people, and yes, I have met few of them, and they are also as a part of my LinkedIn connection, and we keep understanding, or I keep learning from them, that what exactly is the trend and how exactly it is helping them being an expert level certified. And yeah, I think I would be more than happy to assist there as well. So until unless I'm certified, I would not talk about it. That is the first thing which I have. So let me see what I can do to get certified this year for sure. Okay, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, team. We love to have your likes on our live session, especially because we want to let the world know that if you have a question, you can ask that here. And we don't have any criterias for you to ask us questions. Okay. Prema says, thank you, sir. And I have a question is, when can I expect my certificate to be issued to me? I had cleared last week. If you're taking it from ITB, Indian Testing Board, you may take another 3 to 4 weeks to get your certification. The maximum is 4 weeks from the date of examination. So you will get your certification well within that time. So you may have to just wait for 3 to 4 weeks of time from the date of exam to get your certificate. Suhas says, how much Java do I need to learn for mastering Selenium? Uh, Not much, like not like a core developer. You just need to know things from the core Java concept, that how to write simple programs. And not from the programming point of view, it's more of like scripting point of view, creating a class, creating a method, understanding what is the polymorphism concept, what is inheritance, what can be called within a class and method and all that sort of thing. And rest is just the Selenium script. Just put the dots, keep writing, and you will get suggestions from the jar files and you can use it. So in order to get started, we say, for example, if I have to elaborate more on Java, you say you have core Java, you have J2EE, you have EJB, you have IJP, a lot of things, right? Which is advanced versions. For example, talking about struts, talking about any other thing which is critically higher level or advanced level of Java. No, nothing. All you need to know is basic core Java, which is the basic and fundamental of Java to get started with Selenium. And that is what will all be needed in order to start with Selenium and work on it. Beyond that, Selenium will help you. Okay. So core Java would be enough, and you can learn core Java from anywhere and start with your Selenium. And mastering will certainly come following that. It's more about the concepts of Java. We don't create programs, we don't develop products. Hey, SM is here. SM, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, sir. I will like to go in for manual and automation bootcamp first? Any recommendation on ISTQB automation topics I can focus on? You already know where I am. Certainly, I remember where you are right now. Point is, manual and automation bootcamp. I have the manual testing bootcamp going on right now on my channel. That would pretty much help you with this. But bootcamp is just not limited to the testing concepts. There we talk about the concepts of what is the Git, what is DevOps, what is basic scripting like HTML, CSS. We tell you about some of the introductions to GitHub and a lot of other things, right? So I would suggest, as I'm keeping myself limited to testing because I don't want to divert my audience with different knowledge or different concepts. So you may look forward to explore more on another channel called as Automation Step by Step. Okay, Automation Step by Step is a kind of automation channel, and there the person doing it is one of my friend, and he certainly goes in the principle what I have here, and you will find similar kind of understanding, and you can learn great concepts there on the automation part too, right? So all the content like what is GitHub, what is Docker, what is Kubernetes, what is Catalan, a lot of things which I'll be coming slowly to. I'm also developing these content on my channel, but I don't want you to wait. When you have something to learn, you get started, and you can always come back to my channel when I have those contents with me. So get started, and you can find great content there. And the channel name is Automation Step by Step, right? So you will find great content there. Please tell us a little bit about a day in the life of a QA and how flexible it is. Um, the life of a QA is very ordinary, just like any other engineers. But QA is more curious towards uh, being having perception of figuring out what a user can do on the application. So the day of a tester always begins with uh, continuing where they left the previous day, because it's a journey. Testing is a journey which continues over days and months and years together sometime. So a tester always recalls what exactly he or she has done in the last day and continues from there, or look forward to recently updated things that what a developer could have completed, what a developer would have implemented today, and tries to explore those cases first. And post that, they continue working on their day-to-day schedule of writing test cases or executing test cases, or just kind of reporting bugs, tracking the pending items what they may have, which is like earlier reported defects, what happened to it, why didn't we get it closed so far. So you follow up with the developer, you talk to the business analyst about any queries which you may have while you are testing a system, and if you have conflicts or if you have any concerns which you think developer or architect would have misunderstood, so you communicate with your business analyst or product owner to understand what exactly we need to do next. So these are some of the major activities which you perform from a testing perspective, coordinating perspective, or communicating perspective. Another important thing is you also keep interacting with your test manager to understand what's next. Are we online? Do you think we should do better testing some other areas, or provide information to your test manager? Guide him or tell him the recent inputs that, hey, no matter we are planning for executing these further test cases, but I think which is something more important than that. So you look forward as a ground tester, ground level tester. You keep providing consistent information to your manager so that the plan can be updated accordingly and better and effective testing can be done. So a day of a tester is quite ordinary, just like any other professional. You have involvement in performing your work, you have involvement in communicating with different stakeholders, you have involvement in letting internally your team members know what exactly is going on, including your manager, and of course, being a mentor to a lot of your junior people or maybe your colleagues as well, guiding them, making them understand what exactly it is. It certainly makes your day, altogether. I hope that gives you a lot of inputs. And if you think there's anything specific you would like to know, SM, I would be happy to answer them. Okay, Sudhakar says, hi sir, currently I have 3 years of experience. Is it good to take advanced test analyst certification? Uh, I won't suggest or recommend strongly, but if you think you can understand the content, you can start preparing. The decent time to take up test analyst certification will be around 4 to 5 years of experience. 4 to 5. Okay. 3 years is, I'm not saying because I pretty much did it at the same time, and we never discourage anyone with their talent and their knowledge. So I would still suggest that if you start learning the concepts, going through the tutorials, you will get to know it is really sounding complicated or you don't understand what I'm telling you, right? In the videos, then you would be able to understand that okay, why I said you 4 to 5 years is the decent timeline to take up the test analyst. But if you think alternative, right? If you think no, whatever he's saying I'm able to understand and relate, I know what he's talking about, then go ahead. Go ahead. There's no kind of limitation that a 3-year experienced person should not take test analyst. You can always take it up and look forward. The reason why I said not strongly recommended, just recommended, is because even if you're test analyst certified, organizations, when they hire test analyst, they would say we need experience up to 5 to 6 years. So your certification will be just encouraging you, but it will not help you to switch job or maybe move into a higher position directly. No, you will still have to wait for those 2 to 3 years of duration to become a test analyst in reality. Okay, but certification is no harm. You can always get certified and keep it with you ready, so that when an opportunity knocks your door, you are ready with your profile. Okay, so all the very best, Sudhakar, and let me know if you think anything else I can answer. Mohini says, hi, sir. Greetings for the day. Hello, Mohini. You're back again. Welcome. Mohini says, could you let me know how one can start automation without any technical knowledge in terms of any language? How to start? Should start with it in Java, and also if I have some basic knowledge about API testing before going through videos, will it be better idea to add it in resume? Last part was slightly confusing. And also, if I have some basic knowledge about API testing before going through videos, will it be better idea to add it in resume? Yeah, sure, of course, why not? See, number one thing, let me answer it in different parts. The first part is how a non-technical person or person who does not have knowledge of any programming can kick off is, of course, Java would be a very simple and easy language. And anyways, if you're learning the language, I would suggest go with Python. Okay. The reason is a lot of organizations are looking forward to have Python with Selenium, and that's a critical resource. The reason is we don't have many people doing Selenium with Python, right? And Python is also very simple. It's not difficult. You can learn Python and make yourself more critical and more stronger profile in the market. So, anyways, if you have to learn a new language, I would suggest you go with Python instead of Java, because you never know, Java can be outdated in some time, right? The next thing is API testing. Yes, of course, because the world is about web services these days. There are a lot of applications, a lot of platform which are working from the point of kind of building up applications which are having middlewares, web services, etc. And we are trying to kind of uh, say that the trend is that API and interface testing will be certainly a part of any project. No matter what you're testing, what are you developing, you will always have that being a part of it. So API testing, if you have some good knowledge, that's really great. And second thing is, you can always include in your resume whatever you do. So I think that is what I understand. But the last part, including in resume, what if you have learned it, you can always include it. If you're learning it, you can still say that introduction to this, or I have this knowledge. When somebody asks you about it in the interview, you can say I just getting started, I know some fundamentals about it. So people can call you at least for the interview, and you can get to know what type of questions they are asking. Until unless you put it in your resume, nobody will call you for API testing. Nobody will call you for automation testing. So put it in the resume, upload it, let people call you, let us take the interviews, fail, no problem. But at least you'll get to know what are they expecting from you, so that you can align your preparation, right? We don't want you to just, wait for everything to complete and then upload your resume. Update it and say, if they ask you, you can always declare that I'm getting started, I have some basic fundamental, and let them ask the questions so that you know what are they expecting. I hope that answers your question. I will be more than happy if you have anything else to respond back to you. Who's next? We got Anjali Soni says, "Hello, sir. Congratulations on completing 1,000 subscriber on Technical Vocabulary channel. It's a great pleasure. Thank you so much, Anjali, for letting us know. And anyways, I think it's really, the great news which you have given me, and I think it was really great to see that we have hit 1,000 subscribers on our third channel as well, and you have been the contributor there, and it's really good to complete that 1,000 subscriber there. We look forward to such achievements in near future, and I'll be really happy to have people like you as a part of my channel where they can always encourage our work and appreciate what we are doing for the QA community. So thank you so much for being here, and certainly I accept your congratulations there, and we look forward to your participation and great learning concepts there as well. So thank you so much for taking some time out and being a part of it. Okay, we got Neil Kanta. Neil says, "Thank you for your videos on CTFL. Your videos helped me in cracking the CTFL in July. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Neil. It's really great to, first of all, hear back from our successful members. And it's more about not a lot of people come back and tell us because they think, okay, it's done, then I'm happy. But hardly people to find some time out. So we really want to encourage those people who come back and let us know, offline or online using this live channel. Offline through comments, people always drop me a lot of comments, be it my YouTube channel, be it my LinkedIn. A lot of people mention it on LinkedIn saying that the same thing, that we succeeded, thank you for creating this great channel content, and it was helpful. uh, it's not about mentioning me on LinkedIn. I never ask any of my audience to mention me on LinkedIn because I want to get recognition. No, it's all of them who have done it on their own will, on their understanding. The point is, with that visibility, you are recommending the content to 100 others in your connections, and you are letting people know that hey, we have some good content available. Trust me or not, I keep getting sometime calls that where to start for learning for my certification. And I feel really surprised that how come this person has never figured out my channel yet, though Google is showing on the first rank in more than 100 countries today that this is the best content on ISTQB. But the point is, not everyone goes to YouTube to search for content. Not everyone goes to Google to search for ISTQB. Sometimes people just stay in LinkedIn or Facebook to search for some good content. Facebook is sounding stupid, but point is, professionally, LinkedIn is another place where people look for some technical content or references. Now, this is where a small mention on the LinkedIn can help 100 others to come and watch that tutorial, and that will help them to prepare well to succeed. So I would like to thank you so much for taking some time out and letting us know in a live session where many people are listening to this conversation, and many people will listen to this conversation once this session ends as a recorded session, and they would understand that hey, there are some live users coming and telling us that they succeeded with this examination just by going through these videos. That means these videos are helpful. So you are just doing the piece of work to help your fellow members, help your colleagues to get prepared and get certified as well. I alone cannot make a difference, but with 20,000 people on my channel, I can make a difference. So we want your support, we want your extension of these recommendations. Encourage your colleagues, encourage your uh, fellow members that hey, this is where you can find material. If you like it, go ahead. If you don't like it, no problem, but this is where you had the great materials which you can use for preparation. So thank you so much, Neil, for taking some time out and participating here to let us know about your result. Many congratulations, and I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Moini says, "Sir, thank you so much for providing this platform. It meant a lot to me, and I'm sure all people out there will agree. I really appreciate your effort. Thank you so much, Moini. The only reason to start this channel, not only this live session, the start this channel was to help the QA community because we never had great content on the internet free of cost. Okay, you may find great content available on Udemy, but a lot of people said that after investing a lot of money on Udemy, I found your channel free of cost and it was much better than that. These are the feedbacks which I have got so far. So point is, There was no channel that time when I started it few years back about ISTQB and testing concepts. So I thought of sharing my knowledge with people, and I think I have been doing since then the same thing, and helping people to understand. So when I hear these kind of feedback, these type of amazing compliments, it certainly makes me feel that the day when I started, I was not wrong. I always wanted to give that to people what they really wanted, and they were lacking. They didn't have any sources on the internet to learn the things. And today, we have 20,000 people on our channel supporting us, helping us, and telling us that yes, it is what you meant, right? So it certainly keeps me encouraged, inspired to keep up the good work, and also keep creating continuously a lot of great content and material for people to learn and understand the concepts. So thank you so much, Moini, for your wonderful feedback. Certainly makes me feel like great, and at the same time, certainly adds a lot of inspiration within me to keep up the good work for the community. Thank you so much. Shubham says, "Hello, sir. As a new resource in UAD environment, what will be the things to keep in mind while going through the testing? Your inputs will be for great help. Thank you." So, if you're talking particularly about UAT, user acceptance testing, you will be more about the business oriented person, and you would be more about accepting a product which is built by somebody else. So, you are going to be a domain expert or business expert, that you know what your product should do, you know what your product should look like, you know what your product's functionalities are. So, from an end user perspective, you will be testing the system, and the whole perception should be from the point of that being an end user, what is your expectation from the system? What is that you do on your day to day life? And what is that tool or the application which you are testing is fulfilling? Because a lot of a time, a test engineer, which is on the development side, is only limited to technicality. They may not be having the business orientation or business mindset that what a customer really wants. But you are going to be a tester who is from the expectation point of view, that if I reach out to you for certain expectations, and you understand some of them and just implement it, but I know what I'm looking at. So when I test the system, I will always point out to you that hey, this is not a working as expected, this is not what I wanted, this is not the functionality what I meant. So a lot of these things will certainly build up your intention and intuition both to accept the product or test the product. So you will always be thinking from a end user perspective, that what a system should do, and you have to accept it on those grounds. Okay, I hope that makes a lot of sense. In case not, just drop me another one. By the way, we just hit an hour of our live session, and we are just kind of coming to an end, and we'll be looking forward to close our day. So I think it was again a very amazing session. I think when it comes to 60 minutes of talking uh, without taking a break, it certainly makes sense that a lot of people are interested to ask you questions. A lot of people have questions, and I see significance of creating this live session. Every Saturday when we connect, we expect people to come and ask questions here, and we would like to thank each and every person here who was asking questions, or who was just here to listen the conversation, because knowledge can be gained from anywhere. But we would like to thank all our participants here, all our audience here, who participated in the live session in order to make it a great success. I alone cannot make things work until unless you come and join here and ask your questions and help the entire community learn more about testing. So thank you each and everyone for asking your question. Thank you each and everyone for being a part of this live session. Do not forget, we connect every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and we look forward to respond to your queries and answer them. So feel free to be a part of this live session every Saturday and ask your questions. If you think you have more questions during the week, you can always drop me a comment on any of the videos, and I will respond back to you, right? If not, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn. You have my LinkedIn address in the description of any video, and just connect with me to look forward to great suggestions and responses on your queries. So, at the end, I think I'll just take it up. Shubham says, "Thanks a lot, sir. You are doing great work. All the very best." Thank you so much, Shubham. It really keeps me fueled up to continue my good work. Thank you so much for letting me know that. So, I think, as usual, that's all from this particular live session team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Stay safe, take care, and we'll be getting back to you again next Saturday. Take care then. Thank you so much, team. Enjoy your weekend.